Welcome in, everybody. Let's just jump on into the game, shall we? We got things to do tonight. We got to build ourselves a bamboo farm. We're dropping in right where we left off in the last live stream. I think we'll start off by doing some theft, and then we'll wrap it up with building up a better farm. And then if the farm is good enough, we can undo our theft. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense to me. My logic makes a lot of logic to me. Yeah, we're just having a chill stream tonight. Welcome in, everybody. Also, Darkness, welcome in as well. What have you guys been up to? What have you done today? I have done... I don't know what I did today, but I spent all day doing stuff. I can't name a single thing that I did, but I swear I did something. Probably. That's all I know. I can't be held accountable for what I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, so basically right now we have our bamboo farms built up. If you didn't see the last live stream, we built up these bamboo farms so that we could get a lot of bamboo wood and, you know, have a good supply of wood in the base and craft all the things that we need to craft. But right now it's kind of lossy. As you can see, there's just like bamboo absolutely everywhere. So we need to install a bunch of fence gates going all the way up and down this entire build. I don't know why there's a thing right here. This should not be a plant right here. Thank you for that. And then that's pretty much it. Just like a whole bunch of fences, and then we need to decorate a little bit of it. Not a terrible amount, though. Not a terrible amount. We might also find some wither skulls tonight. I don't know, maybe. We need to get more beacons in the base. That definitely needs to happen. Kula, welcome in. Storage system. Oh, geez, no, don't remind me. No, we're supposed to not build a storage system. That's the perpetual joke. We're supposed to build a storage system eventually. Eventually, but not anytime soon. Let's see. We actually have more redstone and stuff than I will ever need for that project, but we're going to save the rest of this for the other farm that we're going to build, because we're going to build another one kind of identical to this for sugarcane, because I always need more rockets. You can never have enough of the rockets, right? Bamboo farm is the bamboo forest. You just go harvest the forest? What kind of nonsense is that? Okay, let's pick up where we were left off. I think we're gonna go do a theft now. Any objections? Any objections to doing a theft from the chat? Just got back from watching the Minecraft movie. Nice. How did you like it? Is it a movie? It's a very bizarre movie, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe bizarre isn't quite the right word, but it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. No spoilers. It's a lot of things. You should still go watch it. You should still go watch it. I'm looking for extra shulkers. I thought it was enjoyable, but like, you know, just go into it knowing that it's for kids, right? Okay, let's get out of here. Hopefully this is enough shulkers. This one's only got, oh yeah, it's only got 3 stacks in it. Not as good as the streams. It's definitely better than the live streams. Wait. No, the live streams are definitely better than the movie, obviously. Wait. Yeah, hold up. Hold up. Fancy graphics? It feels like we're not on fancy graphics right now. Why are you quacking? That's how every stream should start. Theft! Yes, well, it's theft, but we pay them money. They just don't know that we're paying them money. It's like walking into your pantry and finding $100 bills. $100 bill, but like no money. Or sorry, yeah, wait, yeah, food. No food. Or you go into your garage, there's no car, but there's like a little pile of money in there. It's like, well, okay. But in this case, it's more like, you know, if you have like a farm, like a chicken farm, and then you go to your chicken farm and you find that there's no eggs out there, but there's like $5, or in this economy, $20. See, this is the last time we gave them money. They don't even know. Smurf doesn't even play, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. We're stealing from somebody that doesn't even know that they're being We're basically grave robbing right now. See, if they're dead, they don't need it. This is not legal advice. Grave robbing is a serious crime, I assume. I haven't looked into it. I just participate. I mean, what? Asher's coming back this season. Listen, I need the bamboo more than this chest does. I am Robin Hooding myself over here. Okay, this is... I am the poor and the needy. This chest happens to be the rich. And we are redistributing. The top 1% of chests have 99% of the bamboo. And we need to spread the wealth around a little bit. You know, this is the bamboo tax. I'm not making myself sound like a good person. That's the joke. That's the fun part. I'm painting myself as the villain, even though it's just like bamboo. Also, I think half of this is very full. Okay, so it hasn't made that much bamboo, probably because people aren't really back at spawn. I did fill up this slice, if I recall correctly. We stole shulkers from this slice. No one will ever know. Actually, I think all the hoppers back there are full anyway, so it's just gonna refill those chests. They'll literally never know, and you guys wouldn't tell them, would you? But yeah, we're just gonna craft down all of this. Hopefully that's enough. We're gonna craft down all this into fence gates. Let's grab a little bit more of this, shall we? And then I don't know what valid payment would be for this. I'm gonna assume diamond block. I'm a griefer in the making. No, theft you can justify. Burning down a mountain takes some mental gymnastics. Oh my god, I thought I was being attacked by like a player. Someone just showed up. Now it's just like a slime. There's a slime chunk down here apparently, which I did not know. I wear tights. What? That's gonna get clipped out of context. Burning down a what? You heard me. You know what I said. Okay, I think that's probably enough. That's probably enough. Right then. So ender chest. Well, I guess I gotta pay him for killing the slime as well. That was probably like a pet of some sort. Here we go. Diamond block. Let's see. Let's just put another one over here. I don't have another sign. Otherwise, I'd leave another sign saying I stole from you again. But like weeks later. The shoe fits. Hey, I don't wear shoes. I'm a pig man. We're all bare hooves out here. Get to feel the crafting tables beneath your toes. I guess I'm wearing shoes right now. But yeah, look at this. I got little hooves. I got little hoofs. Text on the back of the sign. Oh, that's a good idea. It's a great idea. I forgot they were double-sided. How long has that been in the game? Doesn't matter. I forgot. Can I get out of the bubbles? Thank you. This is one of the most annoying elevators I've ever seen in anybody's base ever. There's already text back. Bro. Well, there's Eladrian was already back there and he already stole some from this too, but he's better because he AFK'd to replenish it. I don't know why you would really AFK in this area. Why can I not get out? Again, most annoying elevators. It's mostly my fault, but don't worry about it. We're gonna throw a couple of these down there. That none of those spawn guys. That's just so sad. Okay, let's get out of here. Jay, welcome in. How you doing? We're currently committing felonies. It's fine. Those diamond blocks are up for relocation. Well, then someone would have to continue the gag of committing theft. Gotta commit thefts. See, that's the good part about playing on a multiplayer server. The shenanigans. There's, you know, cross-collaboration. That's great. We love it. It's very chill. Very chill. Portal-based hoglin farm? I don't know why you do portal-based, but technically it's possible. They don't really spawn that fast, so I wouldn't really do portal-based. I would just, like, kill them right there, you know? What do I need the bamboo for? Fences. Oh, wait, hold up. What do I need it for? I need it for...
Flint and steel.
That wasn't very loud. I need it for flint and steel. Phoenix, welcome back, and thank you for more biddies! Okay, yeah, see, so this thing is properly working, but we're losing items on the edges down there. That's what we need this for. We're gonna go ahead and make some concrete real quick. Take a little bit of that, and then we'll take a little bit of, where's the gravel? A little bit of that. What's that gonna make? 4 stacks of I think we're gonna need more than that. Let's do, like 8 or something. I think that seems fair. We're gonna need more dye. If only there was a place to get it. Wait, so it's orange at nighttime, isn't it? Yeah, okay, we gotta sleep. We gotta sleep. We gotta wait for those flowers to close up. It's my favorite type of farm to design. Ooh, to actually design? Ooh, I don't know. Tree farms might be up there. They're so annoying, though. They take so long. Tree farms are pretty fun, though. They're pretty good. But also, like, I really like Guardian farms. If you're going for, like, pure mob farms, Guardian farms and Raid farms are up there as my favorites. Can make a farm for chicken jockeys. I mean, technically, any mob farm is going to be a chicken jockey farm, right? They just have a really low chance of spawning. So you can't really farm them in particular, but you can farm them, right? But a splendid density passive animal farm, that's something I need to make a tutorial for, actually. I have, like, you know, a prototype design from a couple years ago. I just, like, literally never made a video on it. I should really go finish that up. We were supposed to build a passive animal farm in this base, and then I realized that all of our sheeps would actually prevent them from spawning. So, yeah. Is this a server? This is indeed a server. We're playing on the Truly Bedrock server. Do I use any texture packs? A couple. There's a list of them pinned in our Discord server. Mostly it's just like cleaner redstone. A couple unobtrusive packs. Nothing too terribly crazy. Okay, let's hope that we can get away with just building out of the powder, because I really don't want to have to convert it before we install it in the farm. So we're getting this concrete powder just so we can... Why is it still, like, cloudy? It feels cloudy out. It's not raining, though. The sky's just dark. Anyway, so we're going to put this concrete powder down the backside over here. And I think we're going to do it... Ooh. Well, I don't know how we're going to hide this. I think we can just do something like this, though. That would be perfectly fine. Also, we should probably go turn off the farm before I, like, get pushed out of the farm. That sounds important. Oh, hey, look at this. It's making blocks, though. This is great. How do I turn it off? Boom, there we go. Oh, yeah, I probably should put, like, a hopper down there at some point, too. But yeah, look at that. Another half stack just from flying up here. It's losing so many items. Did I know you can make a stone farm? Indeed. I have a tutorial for one, even. Okay, that should be the last time it activates, because now the hopper clock should be off. Let's get down here. So, if you haven't seen the last live stream, basically, this is just on a hopper clock, and the bamboo grows up 1 tall. We activate the farm every like, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds, and then we get quite a bit of bamboo from it. Right now, we're having a bunch of loss, so we need to put in these fence gates. That's why we did a big theft. But I'm also figuring out how we can make the farm look a little bit better. And I'm doing that by continuously falling down inside the farm. Just all the time. Okay, it looks like we're going to need a lot more solid concrete. We are going to put a bunch of this concrete powder down on the backside wall over here. And we won't need solid blocks for this. We can just do powder. Yeah, so there was 3 new capes that you could get. The Menace and the Home Cape, those are gone and done. You'll no longer be able to get those. But those were available by watching Twitch and TikTok live streams. But that promotion is over. It is no longer available. However, there's still the Urine Cape. That is only available until tomorrow, though. So you really got to go hurry up and get that, like, tonight. Like, go do it, like, right now. That's only available on the new Minecraft movie event server, too. Ah, I was hoping I would land on top of that. Sentence steel. Yeah, so there's a couple ways that you could, like, in theory, AFK at raid farms now. But they all require an auto clicker, and if you're going to do that, really you would also need a redstone system to detect when the farm is done, right? When the raid is up, and the only real way to do that is to detect when the villager rings the bell. Because the villager rings a bell like 5 times per wave of the raid, so you can fairly easily... you can fairly easily count that. You just count like 5 times 7, whatever big number that is. But honestly, it is better to not really AFK at raid farms, because there's always the chance of death and shenanigans. Ah, that did not do it. Wait, did I not go up to the top? What happened there? There we go. I swear, I went up there, and then it just, like, pulled me back down at the bottom. I'm, like, rubber banded. But with today's new design, because I did release a new raid farm today, there is a very, very low chance of Vexes. I specifically, like, went out of my way to make sure that it has very, very low chances of ever spawning Vexes. Just because it's using a trapdoor trident killer, and those are incredibly quick, so it kills other mobs in 2 hits. There's very little time between the hits, and it takes like maybe 4 seconds or so for the evokers to actually summon in a Vex, because, you know, they got to put their arms up, they got to do the little wololo, and then they got to actually summon the thing. So there's quite a bit of time there, but with other trident killers and other raid farms that I've made, they can, like, bounce off of the tridents, and then they have to get pushed back into the trident killer, and that can take some time. So there's, you know, a very small, kind of rare chance for them to be able to possibly summon a Vex or some fangs or something. They gotta do what? I know that you want to steal that for a sound pack. Not doing it. By the way, they only make that sound when they convert sheep colors. Come on now, what is happening? Glitching into the blocks out here. Thank you, Minecraft. Appreciate it. Lots of progress here. Last time you were here, we were digging the ground out for the base. Oh yeah, that was a while ago. Welcome to my very gray base. It's very gray. We've been doing stuff. We still have a tree in place. Nobody questions the tree. Somehow we don't have a tree cult. We have a lamp cult, though. Yeah, we're doing good stuff. Right now we're doing a bamboo farm. We primarily need this for furnace fuel. What is our hour? No, it doesn't show me hours right now. We're just on Blocks Mine. We're at a couple 100 hours played. Sorry, you can't create a call to this time? Oh. But I want to. Okay, I guess we gotta drop down a layer. Just to down here. Perfect. And then we'll just fill that in. Oh no, that was part of the farm. Yeah, let's just put that on the concrete, actually. Oh, we should actually have a... I guess we'll just put a Put something right there. Stop these guys from growing up a little bit. Okay. And then we got to actually get up in there and put our repeater back, because that is the light bar for the base. Yeah, okay. Very important. Very important. I didn't break the farm. I broke the base. Big difference. Big difference. Okay, now we got to do that on the other side as well. And what's the best way to get to the other side? There isn't one. This is not the most user-friendly, user-accessible farm that I've ever built. I think we'll just, like, block this up right here-ish. Hopefully you won't be able to see those blocks from above. I think the angle is not good enough for you to be able to see that. I bet you that block's got a repeater on it. Maybe? No? Do these ones do? Those ones probably do. Yeah, all of our lamps are still powered, so, like... Yeah, those ones do. Okay. But we don't need to replace those blocks. Cool. I think we're good. I don't know if I built it the same on both sides, but I think that's good enough. All right, then we gotta do this side too. Right then. I guess we'll fill that in with a pillar of blocks and kind of call that good, right? I mean, I don't see any problem with that. I should be carrying ender pearls just to get around the base. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I don't have an enderman farm, but that's something we could do. You have a question about the raid farm. Does it work in a river biome? Get out. You're banned. Banned! Get this man a ban. Raid farm biome specific. Both chats. No, both chats. Wait a second. Are you on 2 accounts? Hold up. I think J Money and Jacob Smeltzer might be the same person. My senses are tingling. Hold up. This sounds suspect. Something is sus. Something ain't right. Hasn't Groova claimed the entire end dimension? That's true. I think I would have to barter with Groova for some ender pearls. Is this this is part of the redstone? Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and break that out. We'll put a torch on there. I don't think you'll really be able to see that, so I'm not worried about making that concrete. And then we got to go do the other side. Oh, there was a way over. Oh, look at that. Incredible. Okay, I don't know if you two are the same person or not, but I got my eye on you, Wazowski. I'm keeping my eye. I don't know. Both chats. This is good, though. This is good. This means that the YouTube chat is starting to harass me, which is exactly what I've trained the Twitch chat to do so very well. This is fantastic. You're learning. Guys, they're learning. I'm so proud. So proud. They're learning. It's chat's first insult. Oh, Warp Forest? Nether-based Enderman farm sounds horrible. Why would you suggest such a bad idea? That's not. No, I don't want to do that. That was part of the farm. Yeah, build it. I mean, we could do it. It's possible. You just gotta find a lava lake, right? Because the Warp Forest goes over lava lakes, right? I mean, yeah. The Nether's fun. Everybody loves the Nether. Yeah, so we'll just kind of do something like this, and then yeah, see, it just goes back. Yeah, that looks perfect right there. I guess we'll clean up those 2 blocks that I didn't think would be visible. I guess they are visible. Getting stuck on everything. Now we're decorating the insides of this first, because as soon as we put in those fences, it's going to be near impossible to actually get into the build. Drop down, thanks. And that's part of the redstone. You know, not worried about it actually. I've changed my mind. I have changed my mind. Okay, so now we just gotta do this side. Okay. Yeah, these bars up here are a little bit too wide, but that's fine. And then, really, we just fill that in. And then we just gotta do the wall back there. Okay, great. Well, let's hop down and do it. Let's do it! Now, this side only had 2. This side's gonna have 3. Oh, this side only had 2 because there is... Yeah, there's blocks on this one. Okay, that makes sense. That's fine. That's acceptable. Let's do powder on either side, and then we'll go back up the middle. And do concrete. How about that? Chicken junkie. What about Truly Bedrock episode? I've only been doing live streams. So we live stream from Truly Bedrock a lot. And then we, this is where we get like a bulk amount of our progress and stuff done. And then whenever we have enough stuff done, I turn that into an episode. Because episodes take a very long time. So if you see that there's not an episode out for 2 weeks, that's because, well, we've been streaming for 2 weeks. Is that a realm? We're playing on a server right now. We're actually hosted on a Nodecraft. Nodecraft is our, like, sponsor. So they host all of our fan servers for the entire community. It's fantastic. It's great. And you can use our little code there to get 30% off your servers for, I think it's the first 3 months or something. It's quite nice. It's absolutely fantastic. So go to Nodecraft. Servers are way better than realms. And the great thing about Nodecraft is their servers work for like way more than one game. So not only is it Minecraft, it's Java, it's Bedrock. They have like 30 different games that they work with. So you can seamlessly switch your server from one game to another as well. So you can have like a Minecraft instance and boom, you click a couple buttons and boom, now it's like a Terraria server or, you know, any of their other games. They have a bunch of different stuff. It's great. Highly recommend. Nodecraft is great. They're affordable and it helps support the channel as well. What's not to love? How many items in the hopper clock? Oh, I don't know. I threw like maybe a stack or something in there. I didn't really count. I just kind of threw it in there. It doesn't, for this kind of farm, it doesn't really matter too much, right? I mean, you just have it activate every now and again, and then you'll be kind of good to go. Okay, we're about to have to do the very annoying placement of the fence gates. At some point, we might come down here and actually replace this with like a tracer. I think that could look kind of cool. But for now, we're just going to get rid of like all this visible stone and stuff. Okay. And I think we're good. We don't want to turn on the farm yet, but I will let it pulse a couple times and then we'll get a bunch of bamboo from that. Yep, Nodecraft is... They have Bedrock servers, they have Java Edition servers. You can do modded, you can do whatever you want. All of our fan servers are on Nodecraft. We have like a dedicated box from them. So, it works out great. We've been using them for years. No notes. Although they do sign you out kind of a lot. So if you're like us and you have to go do something with the server every single day, it's kind of annoying. But that's pretty mild. I wanna talk to them and be like, please stop signing us out. Please. Please. Casper knows. Hani knows. Everybody knows. So we don't have, so if what we have our own like dedicated boxes, right? So we're not on like its own, we're not using like one of their plans. We can just give it as much RAM as we need, right? But I think we have I can check. If they didn't log me out, I can check. I think we're probably running 6 gigs of RAM. Can I check? Do I have to log in? I don't have to log in. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. What? How much of the RAM do we have? Is he gonna tell me actually? I don't know if I have like the manage perm. It's not on my box. I think it's on Slack Lizards. Let's see. RAM 17%. That doesn't tell me. I don't know how much RAM we have, but it's an amount. It's probably 6 or 8. Maybe. Can I? Can I go to here and then can I manage? And then wait, can I see it from right here? Yeah, it's not my server, so I can't see that. Okay, so I think we're done here. We just need like, oh wait, no, we need to go back up and we need to craft all the fences. That's right. Wait, how do I get out of here now? I think I'm stuck. Do I use structure or hollow point? Hollow point. I don't know what that is. Structura is the one that I use. Can I get? Can it? Come on, get me out of here! I'm spamming the buttons. It doesn't work. Okay, let's put down a block. Yes, I'll have another episode soon. Probably. What day is it? Sunday? Probably Thursday will be the next episode. Probably, because I need to like make this into an episode at some point. We're getting stuff done though. Getting stuff done. This one's full of junk. So we'll take all that junk out of there. Okay, where's my boxes of sticks? Hold up. Box of sticks. There it is. We got like 8 shulker boxes out here just to build this one farm. Okay, so we got sticks, we got stones, we got broken bones. I don't know how many of these gates we need, but we're gonna build a bunch of them. Where's the stick box at? I just had it. Yeah, so these things are actually, it feels like they're expensive, but it's 4 sticks and 2 planks, so it's really not that bad. I always thought these were way worse, but they're actually like not that horrible. I see a lot of sticks. They're cheaper than signs actually, because signs are 6 planks and a stick. You get 3 of those. I think they're cheaper than signs. No, I guess they are more expensive because you get 3 signs, yeah. Because it's 6 planks for 3. So technically this would use 3 sticks more per than a sign. Okay, let's assume that that's maybe enough for now. I just killed a whole box of sticks. It goes fast. Is floating cactus still there? It is! It's right there. It's beautiful. We love it. Right then. So now's time for the most difficult part of this build, which shouldn't be that difficult. It's just installing all the rows of fences. And I think this might be really annoying to place these in because I'm like stuck down here, you know? And then we gotta like jump and pillar up and I don't know how bad it might be. It might be easier to install all the, yeah, see, look at this. Look at this. Nonsense. Might be easier to install all of these when you're actually building the farm originally. Come on now. Why have these got to be directional? You used to be able to use signs for this. Or not signs. You used to be able to use walls for this. But no, they broke that. Had to go and break that. Maybe next stream I'll finally make the storage system I promised you 2 streams ago. I don't know if I promised you. I wouldn't go as far as that. You think I'll make the last day of the season. How dare you reveal my plans to the entire stream? Okay, so we do need to test if we need 2 layers of fences or just 1. I don't think there's a good way to test that besides going to creative real quick. Let's see. Let's pop over here real quick. How do I have so much concrete? I made it. We did a stream like 2 streams ago where we just went and mined all the gravel. We just mined all the gravel. Also, a lot of the concrete in the base I bought. I just bought it. I gave them all my money. Absolutely all of it. Okay, so we just need to verify if I need 2 levels of fences or if I only need 1, because this one has 2 levels in it, and I think that might be overkill. So let's try this out real quick. Technically, I think you should only need the 1. Let's see. Structure. Void. Okay, let's try that. I don't think we'll have any loss. Oh, also, we'll want to do that for the top layer as well. Which layer is this? 67. So we can test both of these at once. Yeah, that should, in theory, work. All right, then how do we turn this on? Boop. Will that work? Technically, we added some loss right there, but that's not fault of the farm. Game rule, round trick speed, 1,000. How about that? Let's get this thing cranking. Okay, it looks like we should only need the 1 layer. That is great. I was worried about maybe having some of them like go downwards and like land on top of this one. But it looks like we're not having any land on top of there. So we should be great. Great. Cool. We just saved ourselves half of the fences. Let's get out of here. If we have a little bit of loss, then that'll be fine. But otherwise, it looks like that's good enough for me. Currently watching the YouTube video. Very nice. Very nice. Have I played any of the featured servers? Not really. Not really, no. We've done some Hive. We've done some Bed Wars and stuff. But yeah, I don't usually play on the minigame servers. Maybe for community events. That's about it. Okay. Well, this actually might not be too bad. We can stay on the edge up here. Install them like this. And then we also need to get item collection figured out for this. So we need to get some water streams put in. We need to get ourselves a bubble column. And I was thinking we would need an auto dropper, but that shouldn't actually be necessary. Because all the items are raw. We don't need to put them into hoppers or at any point. So no hoppers, no auto droppers. Just straight up an item elevator, straight into an auto crafter at the top. We're going to leave the tracer for later. Because I don't want to like build that and then have it end up like underneath some other farm or something. And then we got to go build one of these for the sugarcane. Three. Okay, there we go. This should make the farm way more efficient. Also, I'm realizing that I stole way more bamboo than I needed. Hello, JB. Welcome in. How you doing? Cricket, hello as well. I mean, you're recommended. That's impossible. Does TikTok actually have like recommended for live streams? I don't know. I don't watch live streams on TikTok. I don't really watch live streams in general. Don't tell anybody. Can we just play something from this layer? It seems like if the bamboo's not in the way, we might be able to do it. And getting up out of here is also going to be a pain. All right, then we got to have a couple over there. No loss allowed. Okay. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Overall, I think we have, what was it, 9, 10 layers of these? Now at the top, we could do like a different type of wood, just because maybe it'd look a little bit nicer. But maybe that's not necessary. Not enough layers. Well, of course you would say that. Is anybody here surprised about that? Don't think so. We can always expand it upwards if we need to. Or downwards. Downwards would just be a little bit more work. Dennis, welcome in. Okay. That's that one done. And the next one goes right here. Oh, I'm trapped. Bedrock to build high, just like Toy Cat. I think this farm is, if I remember correctly, his is just like a manual harvest farm, which is wild. Like that's very Toy Cat. Right? I think it's manual harvest. I haven't seen that farm in forever. Since before -64 was added, since before Deep Slate. And it was already very tall. Ridiculously tall. And then he went and built it to build height, and then to bed. It's like dedication to the grind right there. You guys think I run out of things to do on stream? Okay, that's one side of the farm. Great, let's actually... Should we jump down to the bottom and see how that works out for us? We gotta jump down here anyway, so might as well. May as well test the farm over down here. And then we'll just break out those ones. That should be a fair amount of bamboo. And I'm not seeing any stuck on the ledges up there, just a couple of our deep slate. So cool. Fantastic. We love it. Now, technically, if we wanted to, we could actually stop this entire farm from growing just by powering this redstone line. That would extend all the pistons and stop all of our plants from trying to grow. So if we really are, like, running into lag issues, we could do that at some point. Tiz built little houses from Bedrock to build height last season. He did, and it was great. And we love him for that. And I put a warden in one of them. And all was well in the world. Let's see. Yeah, see, we're picking up a bunch of bamboo while we're up here. That's all loss and efficiency. Absolutely unacceptable. I do wish these were a little bit easier to place, though. They're just so thin. And then they rotate. Why do they gotta rotate? We need a way to, like, rotate items with a single click. You know, like how the debug stick can do that? We need that, but in vanilla. That'd be so convenient. You missed Tiz. Tiz is great. I think they've mostly been doing their, like, hardcore 100 Days channel. And that's been working out really well for them. Doing, like, their Skyrim and stuff 100 Days. Which is pretty cool. I think they got to, like, 30,000 or something on that channel. Either way, it was working out really well for them. Like, really, really easily and stuff. So that's great. Everyone's been going off and doing non-Minecrafty things. And it's been working out great for them. It turns out that, like, the Minecraft space is just incredibly difficult to grow in, which we all kind of knew because there's just so much competition and stuff. But, like, anyone can, you know, go make another channel in a different niche where there's, like, less competition and, like, do pretty well. Never wait for him for 121. I just made one today. That's crazy. It's on YouTube. Go look it up. Even though you can see Twitch chat. Yeah, it's on screen. Triple streaming. You're technically a GeoGuessr stream now. How's that been working out for you? You getting good at GeoGuessing? I've been trying to GeoGuess the Windows like loading images when you fire up Windows to log in. I've been getting pretty good at some of them too. I've like gotten a couple of them spot on. There was one the other day that was like literally Oregon or like Washington coast. I was like, hold on, I recognize those rocks. That looks like Oregon if I've ever seen it. And it was. And I was so excited about it. I was like, yes, finally. Because there's been a bunch of them that I've been like, I don't know, that could be the Oregon coast, and it's somewhere in like Canada, like eastern Canada. I'm like, come on. Good enough, you're gonna try out for the tourneys? Nice! Congrats, that sounds fun. I haven't tried like actual geoguessing yet, but it seems pretty fun. I can usually get fairly accurate with the Windows like loading images. Fairly accurate, you know, not perfect or anything, but like fairly decent. It's kind of fun. Maybe we should try that on stream someday. That could be a fun stream, actually. But we'd have to play it as like a group. We'd have to have everyone be like, okay, chat, where is this at? TB GeoGuessr? Yeah, that could be fun too. For sure. I think you would slay us all though. Okay, let's see. That's it for that one. Would I ever do another Silent Survival? Probably not. That was our solo survival series, right? Way back in the day on Xbox One edition, before I had any friends or acquaintances to play Minecraft with. And then we did Silent Vanilla on Java with all the people. We had so many crazy people on Decidedly Vanilla before anyone blew up. That was wild. We had Pixel Riffs, we had Zloy, there was Fwip and Mythical Sausage, there was myself, and then there was like 8 other people. Nashcrafter was there. Man, we had all the big people there, but that was before anyone like exploded. Like I think Mythical was the biggest channel at the time, or like Pix, and they had like 30k subs. I had like 10,000. Man, I was great back in the day. That was back when I had more subs than Fwip. I think he was at like 7k or something, man. So long ago. So long ago. That was crazy. But yeah, it was kind of good that it split off, because then everyone went off and did their own thing, and then boom! Million subs there, million subs there, million subs there. It's like crazy. Why aren't I doing the flying machine design? We don't have the base area for it. There's just not enough place to put it in this base. And then, because we're going to have a bunch of other farms. Okay, I think we're actually good here. That should be all the fences. Do I have... Oh my... I have way too many fences. I guess I can take back some of that bamboo wood that I stole. How much more do we have of that? And I'm out! I stole too much. That's what I'm realizing. When in doubt, I will steal less next time. Yeah, I joined in right at the tail end of, like, Decidedly Vanilla, too. But, oh, gee, server, man. Crazy times. Crazy times. Looking back at that, it's like, man, we had a stacked roster on there. And we just could not, like... I don't know. I mean, the season was fun, right? But, I mean, things peter out. A lot of servers just kind of fall apart due to activity. Because, you know, it's really hard to make a SMP server work. Even back then, there was already a ton of competition. Hermitcraft, I mean, this is crazy. But, you know, nowadays it seems like it's a little bit easier. If you got, like, a big group of big creators, it seems like you're more likely to succeed. But starting one from scratch, or, like, you know, if everyone's a smaller channel like how we were back then it's definitely a bit rough. A bit rough to get a server off the ground. Let's see. Are we good here? I think we're good here. We can go start up the hopper clock. I don't actually have a way down there anymore. So we need to work on that. Where's my endure chest? Should we just look down the corner? I guess that'll work. Indeed, Longhorn, indeed. Secret tunnel time? I don't know where the bottom of the farm is. 37? I think I'm too low. I think I'm too low. Back it up! Back it up, back it on up. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Yeah, we should be a couple blocks lower than this. I still have no idea how much lower down we gotta go. 1 layer lower down. That's all I know. Hey, there we go. 45. Why 45 for future reference? Let's go ahead and turn it on. We have 42 bamboo in the inventory. Perfectly balanced. Can you join the server? Unfortunately, we are invite only. Because this is the truly Bedrock SMP. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. 4 stacks. More than 4 stacks. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Right, so we're going to take all these items out of here. We're going to send them upwards at some point. Then I want to see how much we get from that. So that was maybe 40 seconds, right? We have 2. And then from that, we got a stack again. Wow. This thing just harvested. So a stack like every 40 seconds. That's crazy. That's really good, actually. Dang, okay. Right, so the chunk border is right here. Interesting. How do we want to do this exactly? Let's fly up there. See where we want the item output to be. Oh, I have a pillar of blocks right there. That's not good. Guess it doesn't matter, though. So where's the center? The center is going to be like right here. So let's make this one right here the actual tracer location. Just right of center. Or we can make it coming off of the corner. Like right here. I think right of center would be fine. We usually have the tracers coming out of center anyway. So tracer's going to come out of the center of the iron farm, right? So I think about center is fine. So we'll dig down right here. This should take us right on top of our hopper clock. We're actually going to have to go over by a block. Tracer's not really going to be connected to the farm. Right, so if we want a bubble elevator right here, that's doable, I think. We can do that. Why not? Yeah, you can't build anything on the nether roof on Bedrock Edition, which is really unfortunate. They need to add that feature to the game. It has been so many years overdue, but they'll probably not do it for like many more years. But hey, you know, we're making progress. We're getting some amount of custom superflats on Bedrock Edition now. So that's cool. You know, these big features that we've been missing for years and years, they're finally coming around. It just takes years and years. Just takes a long time. Long time. Oh, we got a wardrobe change. Thanks. I don't see those show up in the chat anymore. So I need some reminders of that. We got a whole bunch of... We actually have 2 of these. And we got name an item. Okay, let's go ahead and do a wardrobe change real quick. Let's see. Which one do we want to jump into? We should do one of the weird ones that we never use. Perfect. We love it. Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay. So right here is where the bubble elevator is going to be. You know what? We're going to have to make this out of concrete. So let's go ahead and do that. Because you're going to be able to see down it. And we can't push this over by a block because of like this. Well, there might be a way to make that work. I'm thinking. Let me cook for half a millisecond right here. Let me see if we can figure out a better way to do this. Am I suspicious? Nah. So I think we can have our... Let's grab our soul sand. Where's that at? Pick a box. Any box. Not that one. Could have been that one. Not that one either. Definitely not that one. Nope. Full of junk. Nope. Okay. There we go. Soul sand. Box of use. Strikes again. Didn't need to fly over there for that, technically. But I thought of it on my way there. So I think we can have ourselves a soul sand right... Technically, we wouldn't even need a soul sand. Box of use is not needed for this one. So let's just grab some ice then. Grab a little bit of ice. So I think we can just have a little water stream right here, and then our soul sand can come up like right here. Or like really anywhere over here. It could come up like right here on this corner. Is this lined up with the middle of the farm though? It is. That's actually convenient. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so then our soul sand would pop up down there. And you know what? We do actually need that soul sand. We need it down at the very bottom though. And then let's grab some ice. And... Or wait, do we have kelp actually? I'd rather use the kelp. Where's my kelp at? Because you can use ice for the bubble columns, or you can use buckets. Don't use buckets. Or you can use kelp. And kelp is my preferred methodology. If you can find the kelp. It's around. We have so much ice. We do have a lot of ice. Where's the kelp? Don't tell me I need a storage system. I have one. It's just... I need a sorting system. I know there's kelp in here. I put it in here. It's around. I swear. I swear it's around here somewhere. Hey, there it is. I found it. I thought there was more than one stack, so I was looking for multiple stacks. Let's back this up to like... Let's back it up to like here. This will work. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. And then we'll just do something like that. And then boop, boop. And it can just go straight into it. We'll just get our button back there again. Perfect, not even a problem. Another button. And then we'll have to redo that redstone line, but we had to redo that anyway. Because this was always kind of temporary. Cool, how do I get out of here again? Is there still... Great. Navigating the base is like 9/10 of your problems when building. Promise. And then... Oh, wait, do I not have an ice? I have a water, that's fine. This is absolutely gonna flood out some stuff. We can just move that piece of redstone and I think we'll be fine. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. All right. I always forget that you can't place kelp on top of soul sand. It seems like you should be able to, but you can't. So placing in the kelp turns all this flowing water into water sources. I don't know if that's actually intended or not, but it's really convenient for this. Chat can't sing. I mean, you can try. I'm not gonna sing. Unless you threaten me. In which case, I will be forced to defend myself. We're gonna have to grab a little bit of glass, and we'll put down some ice down here. Just to help speed that along a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Cool. Well, I think we're mostly good down there. Just asking for free. Spent 8 hours making a farm just for it to break. That's rough. Which farm was it? Chances are it's probably a simple build though, or a simple fix, right? I only noticed his ban in actions was convenient. No, so the redemptions, they used to show up in my Twitch chat, right? But now that I have like the combined chat, they don't show up. Let's see. We're gonna do the wardrobe change from J Money. That's done. And then we do have a ban in action. Placing kelp. Oh no! There was a ban in action for placing kelp. Well, gonna give you back your points then. We're done placing kelp. Listen, I'm blind. I swear. Oh yeah, see, that's going up here. That's working. And then the items are gonna float up right here, and then it's gonna go along this edge. Let's get some lamps in here. Where's my lamps at? Lamps, lamps, lamps. Lamps, lamps, lamps. Oh wait, this is a block too high up. Lower lamps. And then I thought we had some concrete powder around here. Okay, so that's gonna be that, and then yeah, all the items are gonna go in here. We did not need to fall down that, but I chose to do it anyway because it was fun. Let's get rid of this guy real quick. Yes, we just need to finish up that little area down there. I need a better access tunnel down there. I think we'll go back to using like this little corner right here. Just fall down there. That'll be easier. And then all of our items should just come over in this area. And we should be good, actually. We just need to put in a water source right back there. Perfect. And then we'll have to like repeat that a little bit. We'll be fine. Perfect. Not even a problem. Is that part of the build right there though? Or can I break out that deep slate? Is that redstone? It is redstone. But not that important. Okay, then normally there's gonna be a couple blocks right there, so you won't really be able to see back in there. Cool. Okay, well we'll leave that right there for now. Let's just cover that up so I don't fall in there 100 times, because you know what's gonna happen. And then we need some glass downstairs. We also are mostly done, I believe. What's better for gunpowder, the creeper or the gas farm? I think the creeper farm produces more, but the gas farm might be easier for it to build. Also, I didn't see who said their farm was broken. Got buried in the chat. Hold up. In general, though, if you do need farm help, you can check out the help channel on our Discord server. It's a better place to get help than the stream chat, because things get buried. A dark oak farm with the 4 clusters. Yeah, that farm is complicated. That farm is very complicated. Check the pinned comment for that video, because there's a few fixes in there that you will definitely need to do. Before you try running that farm, you should definitely make a world backup as well, because that's what I would do. That is 100% what I would do. Before you try and run that thing. It's complicated. Big farm. Complicated farm. Tears running down his face. Let's see. All right, we gotta fix the hopper clock. He's built the drown farm. Nice. Drown farms are great. They seem like they're not that great, but they're pretty great. I like them. Yeah, so that's the main problem that we need to fix right here. So we can move this around a little bit. Because you can build these things like vertical or on their sides. The classic way is vertical. But you can do it like this. Could have put that on the other side, I guess. And how do we want to read from that now? Come on, the one time I want you to face downwards, you don't do it? There we go. So I guess we'll just run this straight into our little torch towers. There's really not too much to it. We'll have to run it into this one as well. We might need... No, we can make this work without a target block. Hopefully. Okay, and it should be something like that. Hopefully we have enough redstone for that. Jeez. Connects there, connects there. Those one... Wait. This gets connected, and then it goes around. We're missing 4 redstone. And my ender chest is not down here. So many shulker boxes up here just for this one little build. I did not expect a chest monster like baby to spawn over here. Shulker monster over here. Okay, that should work. Assuming that this is running right now. It is running. We should see all those go down. Oh, right. We have a little bit of water spreading to the side right there. Let's see if we can't fix that. That should be fine. I don't see any plausible issues with this. What are you guys saying in chat? What is happening over here? Did they fix the pickle bug that deleted Bedrock? They did in the most recent hotfix. If you didn't update, then it's still in the game though. Technically. Because it was just a hotfix, so you don't have to update. That was really just for like servers and stuff. SMH. Keep the chat clean over here. SMH. Anyway. Are we good down here? I think we're fine. Oh, this little corner. I think that's it. So eventually we're gonna wire in a switch to to turn off the hopper clock. And then we'll be fine. We won't need to come down here to flick the lever or something. And then, yeah, as you can see, it's just going to produce a bunch of this stuff. So all the fences are installed. It wasn't that bad, but we're having like basically no loss in the farm now. We also went ahead and set up all the water streams, got those set up. Actually, everything is running perfectly fine, and it seems like we're getting maybe half a stack to a stack of bamboo every time a harvest, which is pretty good because it's harvesting like every 30 to 40 seconds, which seems like kind of a lot of bamboo, but I mean, this thing, they just grow up really quickly. So we'll wire in a proper on-off switch for this at some point in the future, but for right now, it's perfectly fine. And we're sending all the items up to the surface. And then they just pile up right there. Yeah, look at that bamboo. Jeez, that's actually a fair amount. What? Okay, this thing produces too much. Too much bamboo. Let's go ahead and crack that down, and we should be good. Jeez. You guys, go to timeout. I guess we'll put down some hoppers real quick. Go think about what you've done. Yeah, so this will be our temporary storage for now. I do want to set that up to auto-craft it into wood directly, but we will throw that together at some other point, I think. Now, we do have another wardrobe change from a Freeze, so we're going to switch out the sus skin. Bro's shape-shifting. He's shape-shifting. Ooh, I like the pirate one. This is actually such a good skin. Bro, I got an eye patch. Yo, look at that. That's great. Let's see. Pirate Silent. It's a little bit pirate. Sir Cyrus the Third. Yeah, yeah. Regal. It could be a little bit. I'm a Silenteer. Yeah, look at the like shoulder pad things. What do you call those? I don't know. They're like shoulder pad things. That's all I know. It's very fast. I need like a fancy hat to go on top of this. Pauldrons? They might be pauldrons. I need a monocle. Oh, monocle would go good with this. I need like a cane that's secretly a sword, shotgun, 2-in-1 combo, you know? It's great. A shotgun that shoots swords. It's also a cane. Don't worry about it. It's complicated and convoluted for a reason. And then I need like a fancy hat that's also like an umbrella. But also a miniature helicopter, but not one of the helicopter hats. It transforms into a, you know what? You wouldn't get it. It's too advanced for you. It's too sophisticated for the chat. I'm not James Bond. I'm Go-Go Gadget. Mr. Gadget. What's his name? Shotgun peg leg. Yes, I would accept that. That's acceptable. Leg's about to fall off anyway. Have you seen this thing? Inspector Gadget. Yeah, that guy. How are we losing items? Unacceptable. Chicken junkie.
Chicken jockey.
Yes, I'm Mr. Go-Go Gadget. Listen, I know my... It's a pig leg. Yes. Yes. Are we done here? I feel like this one's empty. You know what we do need to do? We need to trade with one of these villagers real quick, give them a brewing stand, and then we can get ourselves some ender pearls. That would be great. And then we can make more ender chests. We can make a whole stack of ender chests if we really want to. We have the technology. We have the obsidian, which is really the more difficult thing. I don't know what's in half of these shulker boxes, even though I just looked at them. Don't worry, it's short-term memory loss. It's short-term memory loss. Oh yeah. Epinlets? I don't know how to say that word, but it's the fancy one. Yeah. Yeah, it's that thing. It's got the little, like, dangly bits on it. I don't know words, okay? Let's put this over here. That's just like our fancy blocks. This is base building box. So that goes in the ender chest. That's an empty box. Wow, we don't see many of those around here anymore. And then what's this? Bamboo wood. I guess we can put this with the wood box. Yeah. Take all this. And then we should craft down a bunch of those into bamboo slabs, actually. Or just really all of those. And throw those into the... We'll throw those into the smelter downstairs. I need another one of these building boxes. Is it this one? Is this the building blocks? The building blocks? The building blocks box? Sure. Don't know why there's sugarcane in there. Don't question it. It might help if we renamed some of these, but that wouldn't be any fun at all. Okay, what's in these three? Junk to sort, wood, and junk. Okay. That's not as bad as I thought then. What are we up to? We are dying in chest monster. Oh no. I need to add another chest. No. Let's just make a bunch of chests. What's the worst that could happen? You're behaving yourself? I don't know about that. Sus. This one's just grass, right? Yeah. Hey, we can actually take a chest out of the chest monster. Wow! That's never happened. Taking all the muddy pig just out. No one buys from the muddy pig. It's so sad. He's a lonely, sad muddy pig. No one buys from him. I need more chests. Where's my chest at? I just had them. No. You know what's bad when your chest monster eats the chest items that you, like, just had in your inventory? Is it possible to make an auto-crafting bamboo farm? Like a few levers that can change what you want to craft? Yeah, you can. So, probably what you wouldn't do for that is just like a stockpile. So you just make like a bunch of auto-crafters, one for each type of thing that you want. And then your bamboo farm is just going to be constantly running anyway. And then it's just going to, you know, build up a bunch of items into all of those crafters. And then you can like flick a lever to like activate a clock, and then it'll just spit out a bunch of items, right? And then once it runs out of items, then it will be good. Yeah, so you wouldn't necessarily need any complicated logic. You just let the system get filled up with bamboo. And then you could send overflow to another storage system, or you could just compost the overflow. It would be fairly straightforward, I think. Okay, we got those, and then this is just another box of wood. Do I have room for that over here? Not really. Let's make a couple of bamboo signs. Just because I need more signs to label stuff. So this is fancy blocks. That one's empty. That one's all sticks. Should put this on the wall. We have a somewhat organized wall of stuff over here. Sticks! I have too many sticks to fit in that box. No, I really do need a storage system. Listen. I need help. The first step is to acknowledge that you have a problem, right? But I'm not quite there yet. We're fine. We're fine. I don't know what to do with this one. This one's just gonna live here for a while. And hey, what's this? Oh, it's a map of this area. Why is it a map of this area? I didn't make this. Did I make this? I guess we're gonna map the base real quick. Sure, why not? I just put away my sugarcane. I guess we're mapping the base area. We probably should have done this a while ago, actually. Right, where are we at? Oh, right, this one is in locator map. Well, if we just go over to the red side, then we'll be over. I happen to build my base right between 4 maps. I don't know how I always do that. The statues look very questionable on the map, not gonna lie. You know, it does look pretty cool, actually. The tracers? I'm surprised that the colors showed up properly. Are we, we're on to the next map. Ta-da! This one looks pretty boring. And then we gotta go get this one. A QR code of the base. Don't tempt me. Yeah, this one's mostly just that big lava pit over there. And find a nerd? I can find about 200 of them watching the stream. 250 maybe even. Careful what you ask for. You know what? Sorry. To find a nerd, all I gotta do is look in the mirror. Ain't that difficult. The guy jump scares me every morning. How did I... What? It's not even the one I wanted to put there. Cool! Off-center... Guys, we gotta rebuild the whole base. We gotta rebuild it so it's center of the maps, obviously. Although I think center of the maps is the corner of a chunk. So it would never be centered. Unless we had a 2x2 center, which we already do, but our center of the base is in the middle of a chunk. You can see the chess monster from space. Look at that. This whole thing is chess monster. Do we just get called nerds? What? No. 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 You got called geeks. Nerdy geeks. Doesn't look so bad, though. Tracers might look best from space. That's a good time to find if I broke the symmetry anywhere. I have a false symmetry base. I think it's looking pretty good. Let's see what... Oh, wow, okay. Let's see. So we have some time to wrap up a couple other projects in the area. We have like 2 or 3 other things that we need to do real quick. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Smolchbean's got a way of calling everyone losers and nerds. Nerds? Certainly. Losers? Probably not. That group? Nah. Anything but. Also, Alex, thank you very much for the super chat. Can I tell you how I chose my name? I made it up. My source is that I made it up. Literally, so I was making my... I've told the story a bunch of times, right? But I got my Xbox 360, my first ever, like, own console in, like, 2015. And then I needed a name, right? Because you got to have a gamer tag. And everything that I wanted was taken. All of it. Every single one of them. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll try Silent Whisper. And it was taken. So I misspelled it. And I took the H out. And that's how I got my name. I just thought it sounded cool. I made it up. I was trying to get a name for like 15 minutes though. Man, there was nothing. And that was, oh God, that was 10 years ago. I just aged 10 years. So that was back then. Imagine how difficult it is to get a good name now. That's why you end up with names that are just like a bunch of random letters, like XQC. I mean, he's like the best example of just like spam the keyboard. Hey guys, this is my new name right here. That's probably something bad in some language. And yeah, it'll just work. That's how you get names nowadays. Just spam the keyboard. Anyone with like a simple and basic, clean name that they managed to get on multiple platforms, I'm just impressed. It's like, wow, that's crazy. Like, you actually managed to get that name? That's crazy. Try to get your gamertag TF Brit. Microsoft said it was bad words! You can't insult the British is why. Jeez. Me versus Minecraft Pro. I am a Minecraft Pro. You're gonna have to find someone to go versus me. Come on. Okay, so we're good with this. So the outside of the farm obviously looks hideous, unless you really like techno builds with a bunch of gray concrete. And if you don't, well then this might be the wrong base for you. Sorry to say. But from this side, it looks a little bit more interesting actually with the torches. I actually kind of like it a little bit better from this side, not gonna lie. So I'm glad we built it on this way. And now we need to build up a shell around this at some point, but I'm not worried about that right now. It is producing a bunch of items though, so that's great. Bunch of items. Your first gamer tag was going postal when you were working for Canada Post. That's kind of cool. That's a pretty good one. That's not too bad. Although, like, you're Canadian, right? I assume you're Canadian. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So, like, Canadians are allowed to be angry. Sorry. Sorry, yay. Right, so we need to wrap up a couple things around the base. So we need to fix up the gold farms. Actually, is it going to be nighttime in a minute? Like 5 minutes. So we do have a little bit of a problem with the mob switch in the base. It is preventing all surface spawns in the area, which is perfect because, you know, there's nowhere in the base for cave mobs to spawn. It's all just surface. Except that's wrong! There are actually mobs still spawning in the base, and they're spawning on the gold farm. So they happen to be spawning right here on the pieces of obsidian, and, you know, like, right in this little gap right here. So we need to light that up somehow. I've always wondered why I'm seeing mobs right here, and it's because they're cave spawns. They're spawning beneath the blocks. Now, we can't just, like, put some torches or something there, so I think we're going to install tracers down in the trenches, and that should light it up pretty fine. It'll also add more color to the area, so that'll be great. How many farms are we going to put in the base? It was going to be, like, 25 or 30 or something. It's going to be a lot. If you count the iron farms, technically we have 4 just there. And then there is the 2 different gold farms. I'm counting that as 2. Because they're 2 very different farms. They just happen to be built up properly. Now we have the bamboo farm. That's 5. No, wait. I mean... Oh, no, we have the wool farm. I forgot we built a wool farm. So, 4 iron farms, 2 gold farms, wool farm, bamboo farm. We're at 8 right now. And then we're going to build like a flower farm in this little area right here. Directly opposite of that, we're going to have the cactus farm. And then the bee farm is going to be going in that corner. I think those might be like the next 3 projects that we do. Just like knock out those 3, have them producing a bunch of items. And then that'll be kind of like the outer rim of the base kind of filled in. After that, we're going to have to fill in these big empty middle areas, which is all of, you know, this terrain right here. And those are going to be the much larger farms that I think are going to take a significant amount of time. Now, we also need to build up the sugarcane farm, so I think that'll be built on, you know, direct opposite of this dude right here. So it's basically going to be identical to this, but with sugarcane. I'm just going to throw it over there. I don't know how many layers we're going to make on that. I don't think we need 9 layers of it, but, like, if you guys really insist, I'll do it. I think we could build it faster than this one, because this one took like a stream and a half to get done. Last stream was also a little bit long. Took like 4 hours streaming. And then... Right, let's get those tracers installed. We need lamps! gotta go fast. We're just yapping out here. The Y in my name is for yapping. Cause we like to go yapping. Is this magenta or is this purple? This is definitely purple. Purple. I need some purple. Purple. And then stack of those probably. There's no Y in my name. It's a silent Y. Yeah, that works. Whatever. What happens to farms when they're done? They run and they make items for us. And then they go to a farm upstate. Never to be seen from again. Once the farms are actually done, then we need to make tracers and send all the items into the storage system. One of these had a bunch of sticks in them. We're going to make another stack of levers. Sticks! It's the stick box. Might have had sticks in the inventory even. Okay. Oh, you know what? We're gonna need more concrete. Yeah, concrete and water. Concrete and a bucket of water. Silent Whisper, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, clearly. How else would you spell it? Oh, no, sorry. It's like this. I don't know. That didn't show up in the YouTube chat, but S-Y-L-E-N-T. Silent. Silent. That was horrible. I'll never do it again. Sorry. Okay, so I think these lamps are just going to constantly be on since they have to be. So these aren't going to be active tracers, right? They're not going to respond to the farms being turned on or off like a lot of the other ones around the base. Because a lot of these other ones around the base are going to have lamps underneath the water streams that will get turned on once you actually, you know, turn on the farm. Never do that whisper again. I already said I won it. What are you worried about? It's not very silent. Why? Listen. I have no response to this allegation. Is that gonna flood anything if we like flood it? No, it's fine. Right then. So, purple. Can I get a lamp right there? Actually, I can get a lamp right there. Waste of a lever, but we'll do it. Wow, that was really laggy, apparently. Cool. Maybe we should update the server for that hotfix. Okay, so we just need to do that one 7 more times. That's not so bad. So then, that should fully light up this whole area down here. That might even, hold up. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11 would be to there. 10, 9, 8 would be on top of that redstone. Is this going to loop all the way back around? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It would actually prevent spawning over here because the light goes all the way around. It does actually go all the way around. Emits light level 15, goes down 1 per block. Not so bad. But we're going to at least install lights on the entire outside edges of these things. I think that's the only fair way to do it. Oh, hi. We're like right here on the wool farm. I didn't even realize that when I was building that. Crazy. I just thought this concrete was part of the other wool farm. I guess I didn't even think about it. I just saw concrete. I was like, don't break it. And that was good because it was part of this farm. I didn't think we were that close, though. Doesn't seem like we would be, you know? How cool would a horizontal bubble column be? Oh man, we were so hoping that they were gonna add those when they did the aquatic update, when they actually added bubble columns and stuff. It'd be like, oh man, these would be sweet if they went horizontal. But then we're like, you have water streams? And we were like, oh, that's a boring solution to a really cool idea. Horizontal bubbles. It would be great. I don't know exactly how you would control those besides have them be exactly how vertical ones are. Maybe they'd be slightly a pain in some builds, but like it would still be pretty sweet. Man, it'd be so cool. Because then you wouldn't have to worry about like repeating your water streams or doing any crazy things. It would allow for so much easy tech. And then you could like easily turn corners and stuff and have them go up and down. Oh man, it'd be so convenient. You just like completely flood the area and then like boop boop. Yeah. Not bubbles, but waves or something. I mean, whatever you want to call it. I don't care what mechanic it is. Just give me the feature. Figure it out, Mojang. You can do it. That'd be great. Okay, let's actually turn on ray tracing and see if we can't see how this looks. Simple graphics. Why is it even on simple graphics? It was on fancy. It was on fancy earlier. When did it get turned on to... I didn't even turn on ray tracing. This is why I didn't turn on ray tracing. Gotta restart the game. Imagine a speed zombie. We have those. We got speedy zombies. It's called a...
Chicken jockey.
Which server is this? This one. Not going for a layer of power snow between the lamps and the glass? Why would I do that? What does that do? Does it just like look like snow? This actually looks really nice, really different right now. Something looks off, but I love it. 2025 and ray tracing still bugged. Oh, you know it. Vibrant visuals. No, this is just ray tracing. Because Vibrant Visuals doesn't have the rainbow glass. Yeah, it's really unfortunate actually. They just like don't have it for some reason. If they added that to vanilla, man, oh, I would be so hyped. Oh, that would be incredible. That would be great. Having actual rainbow lighting in vanilla Minecraft. Can you imagine that after all these eons that we've gone without it? Bro, that would be amazing. Don't even get me hyped up like that. You'll never hear the end of it. If they don't add it, then like, what are they doing? We got a petition Mojang to add it now, actually. I don't know why I still got bamboo in the inventory. Yeah, that's the last project. We're not even doing that project anymore. Where's my hand? I'm holding items. We need a glass. More glass. And it's got to be purple. Specifically, that's the only kind of glass that I'll accept. It's purple. Maybe that'll be enough. Let's make a little bit more. Can never have too much. Okay, we're gonna go to the opposite side now because I don't think the like real inside edges are super important for what we need to do. I love the slight like ambient lighting that we get through this. I'm not sure what piece of the glass it's actually going through, but we got cool purple lighting, man. But yeah, Terraria has rainbow lighting, and they've had it forever. And Minecraft doesn't, and I feel like we should all just go play Terraria as a boycott. That is the inside of the build. We're not gonna mine that side out. Actually, we are gonna mine this side out. That's flooded on my redstone. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Arrive. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very nice of you. Welcome into the stream. How you doing tonight? I'm not sure what currency that is, but that's cool. Let's see, IDR. Indonesia, that's cool. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Yeah, luckily it's minimal damage on the redstone. It's only happened like 4 times, I'm sure. Let's see, toss all that in there, and then we're mostly done, right? 20,000 is $1. That's crazy. That's a crazy currency conversion. That is it? Wow. Hold up. 20,000 IDR to USD. YouTube doesn't convert anything. Yeah, 1,000 IDR is like 6 cents. That's crazy. That's what currencies are weird, man. Currencies are weird. Currency conversions are weirder. Still, thank you so much, though. It's really nice of you. Let's see. So that side's done. Technically, you can see the edge of the lamp right there. So, whatever. Sorry to like that on the other sides, too. Oh, geez. There was... Never mind. You get nothing happened. Okay, listen, the space probably has like 1,000 levers in it already. So don't worry about it. If you think the levers are bad, you haven't seen nothing yet. There's so many levers in the space. We probably should have made a shulker of levers at the beginning and just seen like how many we use. Even if we were using the what do you call it? The bulbs, I probably would have left the levers on there anyway, because it's not worth like tearing out the levers, right? If you're just trying to turn on the bulb. Okay, and that side's done. Let's get out of here. Oh, wait, we actually need to extend this across the bridge a little bit. I forgot we fell down a hole. Did I put the water back on that side? I didn't! Okay, we gotta make sure we do that. Otherwise, the farm's gonna be a little bit broken. Very important that we do that, actually. Okay, that should be perfectly fine. And then if we fire this up with the ray tracing, yeah, that should give the farm a nice glow, a nice purple glow at like all times, which is gonna be nice and great. Am I not running out of redstone? Oh my god. Okay, so witch farms are just insane. We have, I think, over 6 double chests of redstone still. Of redstone blocks. It's absurd. Like, we have just so much redstone. We will never run out of redstone. Absolutely never. Like, we've been using redstone blocks in some places just because we can. Let's get a new screenshot of the base. Hey, it's coming along. You know what? I think we need to turn up the tracing distance. There we go, 24 chunks. Make that 3080 scream! Yeah, okay. You know what? We also need to turn up the FOV. See, this is what the base is made for. This right here. Not too shabby. We need to put some glass on those sea lanterns so it's not just blinding out there. You can't really see that purple now, can you, actually? I thought it would have a more pronounced effect. But it doesn't. Also, we can remove the torches from up here. These are not necessary now that we have a mob switch. There's a torch down there as well. Have I seen the Minecraft movie? I have. It was absolute cinema. That's all I'm allowed to say about it. People yell at me for spoilers. But you should go see it. I thought it was a movie. You know what? There's torches on this farm too. My arm is really long. Do you see that? Just like an extra long arm. That's another ray tracing bug. Not that they'll ever bother to fix it. Okay, so now we have the choice of, do we want to do those tracers for the inside edge in here? I think we could do it just for like this little intersection, and that would be fine. So we have more lamps that we can use. We have more glass. I guess we may as well go ahead and do it, right? I'm too old for kiddie movies. Are you saying I'm 55 this year? Bro. No comment. No comment, Your Honor. That's what the internet said, and the internet never lies. That's what Abraham Lincoln told me in a famous quote. He said that during the Gettysburg Address. Trust everything you read on the internet, for people are not allowed to lie. Famous quote. Look it up. It's even got a picture of him. That's how you know it's real. I think this will add a nice little glow to the inside of the farm, so we're doing it. What is that? Oh, it's the bubble column. Never mind. Tripping for no reason out here. These pigmen are going to spawn into a very demure, very fancy pigman farm. They're not even going to know what's happening. They're going to be like, oh, is that purple stained glass? Bro, look how fancy this place is. Ah, I'm dead. That's gonna be their thought process when they spawn in here and see this place. Like, wow, somebody really put a lot of effort. Dead. You know, we raise happy, healthy, very limited range. These are not free range pigmen, but we do raise happy, healthy pigmen in this farm. Only the best farm with the utmost expense. Really could have made this out of some cheaper materials. Actually, this is the third. This is the third gold farm I built in the area. So we built a gold farm, then we tore it down, and then we built another one, and then we tore that one down, and then we built this one. Some dedication to the craft. Those blocks elevated themselves up there, didn't they? Sure did. Well, you know what? That's actually a good place for some mobs, actually, because that's like a perfect cage in there. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it was just like, well, we could put something in there if we wanted to, besides a repeater. Kind of wish we didn't have that repeater there, but there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Very upset. Are we running out of lamps over here? No. We'll never run out of lamps. Actually, we are going to run out of lamps somewhat soon because we are out of the what do you call it? We're out of the glowstone dust. We've used double chest upon double chest of that for these farms. Like, we've just used an absurd amount of glowstone dust. So I'm gonna have to go back to the witch farm at some point. That build has become super clutch for the base. See, there is a plan that goes into building the base and getting all these resources, but it just takes a while to execute, you know? It's very resilient. Really doesn't want to die. It's broken 3 guillotines already. And that's my puns for the play on word of execute. Let's see. Need another visit Shrek? Probably. New multi-item sorter win. I have a couple on the channel, a couple tutorials, and they work fine. The item categorizers are a little, like, the multi-item sorters are fine. Okay, that's looking good. Let's go do the side as well. So the reason why this trench is on the inside edge right here, you might wonder, like, oh, how the pigman spawn and then get in the trench. They always spawn on the east side of the portals because it's directional. If we rotated these portals so they were going, like, east-west like that, then I think they would spawn on probably the south side. Because if they're spawning on east, it's probably south as well. Just because Minecraft likes that. Likes to be like that. So they spawn inside that glass and then they just fall straight down. It's great. Very convenient. Not even a problem. That's how we're able to get away with that. The other trench on the other side, that one does have to be open to the air, though. Let's go, Grandpa. Hurry up building this thing already. Listen, if we're not tinkering with this gold farm until the very end of the season, then I'm not doing things right. We come back to these gold farms every couple days, it seems like. Every couple weeks at the least. What? I pick block that. Come on. Okay. That's that side done. And then final one over here. Where am I getting so much glowstone? Also the witch farm. Same place I get all my sticks from. It's a very good farm. Highly recommend that you build a witch farm. It's just, they're so convenient. So convenient. They drop so many items. Specifically for this base, it drops like all the things that we need for redstone lamps. It's really just a redstone lamp farm. Are we going to build a potion brewer? Probably not. But if we did, well, we would have all the potions we would ever need. All the potion ingredients. I did not put in the levers. And then, you know what? I want this to be even everywhere, so we're going to fill in the floor again. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I think we're good around here. We should probably go ahead and check the iron farms now that I'm thinking about it. Actually, it's been a while. I would think that that was broken, but we just had iron drop in there. Excuse me. Have they just not been producing that much? I guess maybe it hasn't been loaded that long. That one's been loaded. Oh, I was trying to do a cool thing and like, you know what? Never mind. You know what I was trying to do. I don't know when the last time we emptied those was, but it feels like they haven't produced that much. This one's produced. We should put an autocrafter on this. My farms are carrying your world. I hope it's a light world. They get tired fast. Jeez, no, that's so bad. I hope you enjoy the farms. Jeez. Terrible pun. I can do so much better than that. Oh yeah, the fish bone meal farm, and man, that thing is crazy. Such a good farm. Like, that's absolutely insane. We might actually want to go build that on this world. Seriously, that tutorial is clutch. 90% of your farms are mine. Well, who is the other 10%? Ah, jeez, come on. No loyalty, I swear. Kids these days. No. Only 90%. Unacceptable. Nah, I'm kidding. Jeez. That's crazy, though. 90, that's a lot. Thanks for watching the videos. Just put it behind Shrek. I could. Yeah, we could actually put it behind Shrek. Shrek Swamp. 99%? Yeah, there we go. Wait, 99? That's not good enough. 100% or 0%? Either. Either or. It's either all mine or none. There's no in between. You're either with me or against me. I'm a Sith. I deal in absolutes. That's just that's how it works. Where did I get 4 crafting tables from? I am so confused. I can join the other crafting table in there. Let's see. We have a box full of concrete stuff. Yeah, I think we're actually down to a stack and some lamps, aren't we? We are. Ooh, nasty. Gross. I have to go make more lamps. I don't know what to do about that. Oh, what am I going to do about that? We can put all this concrete in this box. At least we have enough sand and gravel for all the concrete that we'll need for like a while now. So that's great. We don't have to worry about concrete for a hot minute. If they released the creaking update just a little bit sooner, we could have saved so many diamonds on this base. Because like I didn't want to buy all the gray dye for the concrete, so I bought 8 or 12 shulker boxes of concrete powder. And then we built a flying machine to auto-convert it all. I think it was really fun building. That was such a fun build. That was great. I should put a little platform if I'm going to constantly fly up here and look down. Highest part of the base. It's just a nice place to stand from. Right then, we should actually go ahead and mark out where the sugarcane farm is going to be going, because it's going to be going over yonder there. And then let's see how our bamboo farm is actually doing on storage. You got rickrolled by the QR code? That's crazy. Bro, almost a double chest already. That's crazy. I wonder. Oh wait, we have some lost down there. Is that on top of a fence gate? You see that right there? It looks like it might be on top of a fence gate. I'm gonna go down there and check. How do I get in there? Oh, it isn't. Okay, never mind. We're good. I thought it might be in the water stream or something. If it's on top of a fence, then like whatever. I do wonder why exactly that happens though. Maybe we do need to stack up the fences 2 layers. We're gonna use all of this for bamboo slabs. Now, this might seem like it's a lot, but it really does craft down very quickly. 9 stacks to a stack of this bamboo wood. That only gives you 2 stacks of planks, and then that gives you 4 stacks of slabs. Interesting. This might be hopper speed. 9,000 an hour? That wouldn't be so bad. I mean, look at this. It's just like, it's just coming in. Now the farm is like full tilt. Stick smelting? No, so not for sticks. Slabs are much better. Stick farm time? Oh, sorry. I read stick and smelting from 2 different messages, and it combined in my brain. That's how smart I am. It looks like we could build this farm a couple layers taller before reaching hopper speed. I think it's at 9. Is it at 9? It might be at 10. We can maybe get to like 13 layers before we max out hopper speed. This is crazy. That's doing a lot of stuff. Very good. I also want to check on the wool farm real quick, see how this is doing. Only 46 wool? That's crazy. That's not too bad. We have a lot of extra gray sheep in there. We could probably re-dye a couple of those. Sky limit. No. Your discovery. Looking at different angles makes trident killers quieter. Yeah, so depending on where your trident killer is, if you're in third-person view, where your camera is determines how much something, like, how loud it is. So if your trident killer is like 15 blocks away and you stand right here facing it like this, then you can hear it. But if you go in third person, your camera is more than 16 blocks away from it, so you won't hear it, right? So it depends on where your camera is, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So you should scan this QR code right here, guys. What brains? So rude. How rude. We need all of this. Not the fancy blocks, the wood stuffs. Here we go. Let's take all that. We're gonna turn. I always say churn, like taking a churn with like a CH, like we're churning butter out here. You guys do that? I don't hear anyone ever say turn though. It's like a hard T. I don't think I've ever heard that. Why did it make pressure plates? Well, I guess that'll technically work as fuel too, right? Export button's not available on MCP. For like structure blocks, I don't think so. I think it's only on PC. Although it should be available on Pocket because you can still do file manager stuff on Pocket. So I mean that would make sense. How do I get to my furnace array? Is this really how I get there? Oh, this is horrible. Is this the input chest? I think it is. So you can see that we need a lot of slabs. Throw those in there. So these are going to distribute. It's just going to fill up all these ones first. It looks like all these are out of slabs. We could throw a stack or two into each of these. It's probably going to start smelting down a bunch of swords. No? Oh, we're actually out of swords. Interesting. There's probably a few left over in some of these. Yeah, you can see the furnaces light up. But we need an absolute ton of slabs if we're ever going to properly backlog the system. Because, you know, each one of these hoppers takes 5 stacks, and then it's 9 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5. So it's going to take a lot of bamboo. So it probably is a good idea that we stole some of that just to kind of kickstart the system. But yeah, we could run the gold farm. That would start smelting down more of our swords. We got these nuggies. I think this is... Where the nuggies come out? Nuggies come out over here. This is for trash, isn't it? Yeah, it comes from the top. This goes to the trash line. So the front of the system over here is like this. Not super happy with how this is. We might make those invisible bubbles, actually. So this is trash line. Any rotten flash or something from the gold farm will go up there and go to trash. And then smelted swords will turn into nuggies. We'll see them go up here. And then, as you can see, we got quite a few nuggies. Pretty good. The rest of the gold farm goes over to here. We had a little bit of an issue with that in the last couple of live streams, though. Oh, I just realized I'm on, like, the higher FOV still. From when we were checking out the base. I wonder if the system is still broken. Or if it broke more. It shouldn't have broken since we did that, because we haven't run the farm. Let me check all the redstone torches. Yeah, it should all be good. I don't know why it broke to begin with. I play on 70 FOV. This is like the normal. But I felt like we had like speed or something because we had the higher FOV. So I was like, oh man, not something that I'm used to. FOV is weird like that though. It can like give you a headache if you're not used to it. Right, we were gonna do a thing. There was a thing that we were gonna do. We checked the iron farms. We checked the other 2 farms. Oh, we were gonna mark out where the sugarcane farm goes. That's right, I knew that. Grab this box. Grab an empty box because we're gonna need that for all the mining materials. And then how's this one set up? It's 3 blocks in from the edge. And then 4 blocks in from this edge. But this is chunk edge right here, actually, technically. Or no, this is. Yeah, 3 blocks in. Right? Sorry, 4th on that side. 4 on the side. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. So it should be like that. And then how wide is this? I have no idea. We can just line it up with the other side, I guess. Looks like it's that big. Now, I still kind of want to change the concrete color that we use for these farms, because I don't want all the buildings to be like gray on a gray floor. I feel like there's more that we could do there. So maybe we'll like sprinkle in some different colors of concrete, but I feel like that might pop too much. So maybe we'll rely on getting more color into these builds just with more glass and stuff. Eyeball it. When have I ever eyeballed anything? 722. 722. 12. That should be 12 by 12. It is. That's great. Love it. I love that for me. We do have a fair amount of bamboo on the fences down there. It looks like that's probably like a stack each. We might need to double up the fences. Oh, that would be such a pain to do. We would have to pillar down, mine out the bamboo, and then place in fences underneath those ones, and then plant the bamboo back in. Okay, so this is where the sugarcane farm is going to be going, and it's basically going to be identical to what we have over there. If we can throw down a couple boxes. These ones are all empty. 4 empty shulker boxes in the inventory? Dang, man, we're fancy over here. Why aren't the gates open? Oh, they're there to catch the items. If they were open, that would like defeat the purpose, right? Because they're there to stop the items going horizontal to the other side. But I think we're supposed to have like 2 layers, and then the items wouldn't land on top of them. What am I here for? I'm here for like pistons and a bunch of redstone. And you know what? We're gonna make a bunch of redstone torches too. So many redstone torches. Does this server have another netherite beacon? We don't, but we could have an ancient debris beacon. Zoe has like 6 stacks of ancient debris or something. It's like a stupid amount of ancient debris. I don't know why. I don't know why he did all that. Oh, we need grass too. He went mining and just didn't stop. And no one told him to stop, so he just kept mining. It's kind of like Forrest Gump. He just started running and didn't stop. Why are you running? But why are you mining? Did I grab sea lanterns? I did, because that's how smart I am. I think my cat's trying to break into my room. He is. One moment. He is indeed here now. We have a guest on this stream. He heard that we were building sugarcane farms. He was like, oh my god, I gotta get in on that. Okay, get up here. Come on, what are you waiting for? Are you gonna jump on the lap or no? Or are you gonna be stubborn? No, okay. He'll get up here eventually. Oh, there he goes. Alex, thank you for the super chat. What truly Bedrock season had my favorite base to make. I think that was season 2 with the big spirally one. Because spirals are cool. We haven't, so far, installed a spiral in this base yet. So far. I'm looking for ways, though. We got our big circles in place. I had to get a circle in the base. Jangle, jangle. You guys can hear this bell? Oh, you 100% can. That's gonna show up in a video, isn't it? You know what? I think we can take out absolutely all this. Stealing back all my concrete. I shouldn't even have put this here. I should have just left a giant empty square of no concrete right here when I built the base. Should have done better. Should have planned ahead. Spent all that time placing in the concrete powder and then, you know, wettening it. And now I gotta tear it back up. What was the point of that? What was even the point? Esconor, thank you very much for the super chat as well. Love the tutorials. Make it all easy. I'm glad you enjoy them. Glad they're easy for you to follow as well. I'm trying to get out a couple more tutorials this month as well. I think we're going to do one on like the new overpowered wool farm. Because those are pretty cool. Like with the dried grass. I got some ideas for how to make those just crazy. And then I also want to do a villager trading hall. Because I designed a new villager trading hall. That took like 10 minutes. So I may as well just turn that into a video. Easiest video ever, right? Because they broke the other trading hall that I had with activator rails. They changed something with activator rails. I don't know what they did. But they done broke it. And I don't appreciate it. And that's all I got to say about that. Dig down. We're going to build up the top 3 layers first. And then we'll go down a bit. Right, so this is sugarcane, meaning that it's going to need water in here. And that means that we're going to have to build this a little bit different than the other ones. Because we need the... Oh, wait, where did I put all my fences at? Those are in the wood box, aren't they? Let's make this yellow box like the project building box. That sounds like a good idea. Let's get all that stuff in there. How did you learn so much and become good at Minecraft and Redstone and mechanics? It just takes a long... You just have to play a lot of Minecraft. You gotta play a lot of Minecraft. That's really the only way. Or, hear me out. It's a crazy concept. You could watch all of my tutorials. And then you'd unironically learn a bunch of mechanics. I still want to make the series on how to learn Redstone. I haven't forgotten about that. I've just been... It's busy, you know. It's hard to start a new series, right? It takes time. Because once you make one video, then you gotta, like, make a whole bunch of other videos. That's, you know, it's not like I make videos for a living or anything. So, so I do want to make that series. And then I also want to make a sister series to that of all the different Minecraft mechanics as well. Maybe not all of them. There's a lot of mechanics. But like farm mechanics and different mob spawning and all kinds of things like that. I want to make a series on all of those things. That would be fun. Busy scrolling. Hey, not supposed to tell anybody that. Yeah, this might be easier to build it this way. This guy is so content. He's like already asleep. Just laying on my arm. Having a good time. You guys probably already forgot there was a cat in here. Now, where can I put the water bucket at? Do we not have haste over here? Oh, no, that's not going to fly at all. We got to dig a giant hole over there. I'm so used to just one-tapping like all the blocks in this game with haste. That's probably not going to flow all the way over, is it? It does perfectly. Oh my god. Okay, well, then we'll just do that. Or the jingle. Well, he hasn't moved in a couple minutes, but yeah. Jangle, jangle. Yeah, so previously the cats were really bad about losing their collars. So I bought like I bought like an 18 pack of collars off on Amazon. It was only 10 bucks. So I was like, well, you can't really go wrong with it. That's kind of the thing about Amazon nowadays though, is you can never just buy a couple of something. Like I wanted to get a couple of light bulbs because I have this stupid light fixture in the bathroom that takes like these tiny stupid little bulbs. I was like, okay, I only need 2. You can only buy like a minimum 10. It's like I don't need 10. And then like if you want to get the cheapest one, you get like 30. It's like I do not need that many. Stop it. But anyway, so I bought like too many collars. They'll never use all these, hopefully. Jeez. Be really wasteful. I don't know what they do with them, but they've lost probably 15 collars at this point. But they've had these ones on for a couple weeks. So we'll see who has 18 cats. No, it's just the 2 cats, but they're really bad about losing their collars. And I had a pet suspicion that one of the neighbors was stealing them. I don't know. Seems suspicious. There is definitely a couple of crazy cat ladies around. Not gonna lie. Maybe steal my cat. I mean, I would steal this cat. He's so lovable. I mean, he just comes up to you and he's like, hey, please steal me. It's not my fault. He's just so lovable. Your cats used to lose those tiny jingly plastic balls, and then you moved and you didn't find them. Where did they go? They're like socks. They just disappeared. The dryer gremlin stole them. Dryer gremlin stole them. That's surprisingly difficult to say. Oh, right. For these ones, we were actually going to do full light bars, weren't we? Oh, this requires a lot more sea lanterns than I am equipped for at this moment. Let's see. We need to find the sea lanterns. Where'd those go at? There we go. Bunch of those. Still like 15 collars. I mean, I wanted to put it past them. There's a cat collar gremlin in my CPU now. What? How did you stretching the truth a lot on that one? How did I fall off of this? I was crouching. Holding the crouch button. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, that was just a parkour fail. Parkour! Okay, we still have a little bit of haste over here. That's kind of surprising. The beacon is on the far corner, like away from us. So I didn't really expect us to get any. Also, sugarcane grows really slowly on Bedrock Edition, just in general. So I don't know, like we might need to build a full-scale farm like that one, just to get any decent rates at all. If I'm being honest with you guys, which sometimes I am. Also, I forgot to build the infinite water source right there. Oopsie. So just grab this water. A little bit easier. Just take all the fall damage on the way there. Why not? There we go. All you really need is bone meal powered sugarcane farm? Yeah, well, if we build a bone meal farm, then we would definitely do that. But right now we don't have a bone meal farm, so. Alas. Slight problem with my idea, with that idea, right? But if we go to the swamp. Oh, we got cows over here. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, if we go to the swamp, then we could build a bone meal farm there. Which would probably be a good idea. Go ahead and use that for like a couple nights of AFK. And then get all of the bone meal that you could ever possibly need. Burn all of the fish and the lavas. I think that could be a great idea. Also, really need to get a ladder over here. Because, yeah, that fish farm produces like 22,000, 21,000, something 20 some odd thousand bone meal an hour, which is a lot. And then you can build 2 of them if you really wanted to, if you find the right area. So it's crazy stuff. Really can't go wrong with that, right? It's a lot of bone meal. Okay, yeah, seems like this is a fairly easy way of putting in the fences. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. So tech up farms. Those 2. Those exist too, yeah. I don't know exactly how to do that, but I'm sure there's some methods that work. Right, we need to put up 1 more layer of this. And then get the water in there, and then we're gonna have all those water sources like pushed to one direction. That way any items that fall in there will just flow to the side. That's technically another solution to having items get stuck on top of your fence gates, is just to have some water sources. It's technically, you know, maybe a little bit more messy, but it's not difficult. Especially since we built this one with that in mind. All of our animals just walked over there. They're not spawning over there. They're just walking over there. It's kind of weird. They just really do not want to be anywhere near this farming base, do they? This is a very industrial area. Toasty Puma, welcome back to another stream. How are you doing? It's been a while. It's good to see you. What you been up to? We're building farms. The normal thing. We're still building farms. All right. Guess I can't get up there. Can't jump. There we go. So we just need to put some redstone on top of all of these and cap this thing off. We're only going to build the surface one 3 blocks or 3 layers tall. We will have this probably going underground at some point too, though. I'm the silent yapper. I do like to go on a good rant every now and again. Good stuff. You thought there were zombie horses? There are zombie horses, but they're only in creative. For some reason, they've never added those to survival, even though, like, they totally could. Hey, your horse died to a zombie. Boom! It's a zombie horse. It's not difficult. Not difficult. They could do that. They choose not to. They choose to limit themselves. For some reason. Like, why even add to the game? I don't know the story of, like, why they're in the game. But they are. Same thing with, like, the Giant and the Illusioner. They're in the game. They just refuse to use them. Bojang's holding back on us. Baby zombie on a mule would be awesome. You can get that on Bedrock Edition right now. Because those baby zombies that ride mobs, they can ride anything that they want. You just got to kill the mob that they're riding. And then, boom, they'll go ride whatever. When do you have zombie horses be hostile? Skeleton horses aren't hostile, so no. I don't see any reason to have them be hostile. Technically, we don't need any water sources on the top. So it'd be kind of like that. That should hydrate all of those and also push our items to the side. And then we could replace this with like some other thing if we really wanted to. Some sign or fence or something. And now we gotta go actually get sugarcane to, you know, plant this thing in with. You've been watching for 4 years, and you used to play on Bedrock. You switched to Java, and it's cool that we're still playing Bedrock. Yeah, we're still playing Bedrock after all these years. It's been a long time. We're actually about to have our 9-year anniversary on YouTube. Not 9 years of Bedrock, but like 9 years of just like YouTubing in general. May 22nd. Crazy. It's so close. We're so close to a decade of doing Minecraft, which is just wild. Technically, I'll be playing Minecraft for a decade sometime in like June or July or something. Yeah, see, there goes that item. It's going to go all the way down to the end. And then should fall off over here. Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. It's a little bit slow, but like, yeah, falls down. Yeah, because I originally got Xbox 360 edition sometime middle of 2015. So that 10-year anniversary is coming up. And then I guess like less than a year later, I was a Minecraft YouTuber. Crazy how that works, right? What a concept. Server's restarting. How dare it. I'm building here. Not very quick, but I am building. Okay, I think that's about that. So, of course, we need to, like, wire up all the redstone. This one looks a little bit uglier than the other one, but, of course, we haven't put the shell around these things. We're doing this method instead of a flying machine because it's more compact. It is more expensive, but we can make this one any size or shape that we want. It's a lot smaller of a farm, and also the flying machines, if they do stop randomly, like due to a chunk unload, or you know, sometimes a plant will grow up and stop the flying machine, then those ones you have to go fix manually. Whereas this one basically cannot break at all, so that's cool. That's cool indeed. But that's basically gonna do it for today's live stream, everyone. Hopefully you guys have had a good time. Thank you all so much for watching. We're gonna end the stream by rating someone, as we always do. Is the Hermitcraft charity thing? Is that a thing on Twitch that I can raid into? I don't know what channel they're on. It looks like Joe Hills is streaming that. We got Ren streaming that. I've never been able to raid Ren. Okay. Looks like we also got Tango and False and Cub and like Impulse and Scar. Okay, so literally, yes. The answer is yes. Pick one. I don't know. It looks like Scars is the main one with 14,000 viewers. So I guess we'll go hang out with them? Question mark? Are they all ending? Stream ending. Oh yeah, it does say Impulse is ending. Oh, did we stream for 2 wrong? For 2 wrong? We'll have to do 2 wrongs to make it right. Hold up. I need to see which one of these we can jump into. It's ending. We're too long, everybody. Well, are they gonna be live again tomorrow? I haven't looked into that. I think they're doing like 5 days of streaming now, right? You guys know the deal. Go hang out with them. They're doing a charity stream, and they've raised a ton of money for Gamers for Giving, so that's great. Would have liked to raid into them, but it seems like they're wrapping up. So let's find somebody in my rating list who is not a hermit, which apparently is not easy right now. We have Wax Fraud is streaming. We haven't been able to raid them for a while. Let's go hang out with those guys. They're playing some hardcore mode. Looking good. You guys know the deal. Hang out with them and tell them where you came from. I'll see you guys over there in their stream. And in our next stream, I'll be streaming again on Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern, late UK, and early Australian time. And there is the link to Wax Fraud for any of you guys who are missing it. And I will see you over there in the next one. Bye!